Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Jerry Savage Court in the Knott Hall Performance Gym as your 7-3 Loyola Dons take on the 7-10 Pallotti Panthers. I'm George Schaefer, joined courtside by Cole Cross, along with Patrick Lester and Hudson Carter. So we are all very excited to bring you this Dons basketball matchup. Pallotti Panthers have been struggling recently, but they come into this game tonight, Cole, looking for some way out of what they've been through recently.
I mean, they're coming off an unfortunate 48-54 loss against Loyola's longtime rival, Calvert Hall College. And they're really hoping to turn around like the semi-unsuccessful season so far. But Loyola, on the other hand, is having a great season, really. They're coming into the game off a 75-60 win at the Palindrome School, Glenelg Country. And they're trying for an 8th win here tonight to further solidify their already successful 7-3 record.
So Loyola's going to start with the ball. It's Quaron Elliott. Dons in all white, and the Pallotti Panthers in blue. Elliott misses the three. And layup near, almost there. That was blocked by Mason Ellison. And the Dons strike first. Ellison just took it by himself. Swift action.
What a great play right off the bat. Able to block and return instantly.
Yeah, Loyola definitely needs to start off strong and have a lead that they can hold the entire game.
I mean, yeah, you saw those first two games. The freshman game, Loyola had a huge lead and then ended up going into 4 overtime matches.
So tying it up, Peter Spann. And Loyola's going to take over again. Ellison, and Sam Navarre gets trapped inside the paint and turns it over. And then if you think about Pallotti, they just have to be able to stick with them. And I think the key to doing that, Cole, is defense.
Yeah, I also had the chance to talk
for three. Got it. That was Michael Connolly, the 4th sophomore.
Loyola stands into it already.
Not something you want to see in the first 2 minutes of the game. And they're going to call a hold on Pallotti. Should be Loyola ball. Coming up here, Ryder Drew. Three was missed, and Ellison misses again. Pallotti's going to take over. Spann. So already we're seeing that, and I know, Cole, you talked to Coach DeValle earlier, and he was talking about making more shots in the paint. But so far, what we've seen in the first 3 minutes of this game is a lot of outside, corner 3 shots. So the score remains 6-5 Panthers. And Jalen Brown will be taking free throws.
Yeah, I did have the chance to talk to Coach DeValle before the game, though. And he did say that for Loyola, his main focus tonight is just controlling the lane, able to wall up around the rim, just stop Pallotti from making those easy 2-pointers and layups and all that. And then he also wants Loyola to go full attack mode and just get to the paint every time and just get those baskets right next to the rim.
Now we will see Aiden Moore go to the line. So this Loyola's first foul of the game. Pallotti already have 3.
They're nearly halfway there to that bonus, so not where you really want to be this early on.
No trouble in the first shot. So Pallotti's going to make their first substitution of the night. James R.E. is out and checking in for the Panthers. Number 12, Caden Hargrove. As the second one is not a problem either, and Pallotti extends their lead to 2. Elliott. With Ellison to a wide open Ryder Drew. And 3 more for Quoron Elliott. And the Dons retake the lead. Peter Spann under a lot of pressure now. He's got Hargrove. I think the Dons are playing more of a spread out defense and they're leaving a lot of areas open. As we get another foul called on Pallotti. Their 4th of the night already. So then, Cole, we also did get a chance to talk to Kyle Harmon, the Pallotti head coach, in the locker room a few minutes ago. And he just said that they were obviously excited to be here, and he acknowledged how tough of a challenge it was going to be and how they just really need to play defensive basketball and try and stick with them, and which so far they have been doing. So now Christopher James. Spann. Hargrove. Now Peter Spann getting trapped in the corner, buying himself a little bit of time. Inside the paint shot, and Christopher James couldn't get it, so now Ellison's going to take it over. Push it in the paint. Elliott for 3. Knocks it in. Dons extend their lead to 4.
Elliott's on fire this game. Wow.
So Peter Spann under a little bit of trouble. And a good look to Christopher James redeeming himself for the missed shot a little bit earlier as Elliott and the Dons are going to take over. 3:43 already left to go in the first quarter. 12-10 Loyola. Elliott finds a look at the paint. Wide open Ryder Drew just off the backboard. And now Pallotti's going to go on a break. Nothing going there as Elliott's pushing again. Ryder Drew. And nothing there for Jalen Brown.
I mean, that's unlike Ryder Drew. He's one of the best three-point shooters in the team.
Yeah. Elliott, though, and
Elliott.
Michael Connolly draws a travel. So it's Loyola ball again. So we'll do another quick sub, checking in now for the Dons, Jordan Hammond at port guard. And number 2, Digi Batalali. And there's 2 more. So Loyola just going to try and go on a scoring run. That's their best chance of staying ahead. Pallotti trying to make something happen. Wide open Hargrove for 3. Missed it again, Hargrove. And here goes Batalali, but I think he was fouled. It was a foul on him, and I think it was charging. Now Pallotti will take over again. Christopher James. Yeah, I think Coach Chevali has been waiting a while to do any sub changes, and Pallotti's only made 1 this quarter. Spann with it again. Gets free. And airballs it. Now we have a wide open Ellison. Misses the dunk.
So close.
He had that all to himself.
I mean, that's what you got to get down. Like, Pallotti's been keeping close these first 2 games. The freshman game and the JV game, they've kept it close a lot of the time. So those shots, you really can't be missing those.
Ellison was fouled. He'll get 2. Missed the first free throw. sophomore Mason Ellison. He'll take another. And out comes Juan Elliott. And Colin Glorioso, the senior, checking in. As Ellison makes the second. 5-point lead for the Dons. So now Christopher James struggling to maintain control. Took it to Span. Hargrove. Now Michael Williams has it. I think it's his first touch of the night. And yeah, I'm not sure about that one. I think that went off of Hargrove's hands, but it'll stay with Pallotti. Christopher James to check it in. They're going to get it back out to Span. Colin Glorioso. Another air ball three for Pallotti. That time, Aiden Moore. It's their second of the night.
Hargrove unfortunately knocks it right back to the
Glorioso over to Ellison. Back to Colin Glorioso. Jordan Hammond. Now it's Ellison. Trying to use his height, make something happen, and he can't. I think that went off of Colin Glorioso, so it'll be Pallotti ball. It's a good rebound by Jalen Brown, though. So with 1 minute left to go in the first quarter of this game, 15-10 Loyola, though, you know, we watched the freshman basketball game earlier tonight, which was really exciting. Loyola had a 20-point lead, and Pallotti mounted a comeback and took it into quadruple overtime. The Dons ended up getting the win. It's Peter Span hopes to get Varsity their win. For three, another miss for Christopher James.
Yeah, Dons won the freshman game. Pallotti won JV, so this is like for the crown here.
James from the free throw line. Another miss for Christopher James. And Colin Glorioso finally gets the defensive rebound.
Great rebound.
So now Jordan Hammond will take over.
That was great rebound work from Aiden Moore, though. They just keep getting it again and again.
And shooting foul, so it looks like Hammond is going to go to the line. He'll have 3 shots. Or correction, I think they just changed it up. So Jalen Brown's going to check it in. 20 seconds left to go in the opening quarter. 15-10. Pallotti already has racked up 6 fouls in the first quarter. Loyola just half of that. Brown out to Hammond. Colin Glorioso. Back to Jalen Brown. Jump shot in the paint. Extends the lead to 7. And the momentum is completely on Loyola's side. They're on I believe they're on a 9-point scoring run. It's another failed opportunity for Pallotti. That time, Michael Connolly, as the first quarter buzzer expires. It is 17-10 Loyola. So we had a chance, obviously we talked about we had a chance to talk with Kyle Harmon today. But, when we spoke with him, I think he seemed really just, happy to be here. And, obviously this is going to be a tough game for Pallotti. And they're down by 7 at the end of the first quarter. But I think the problem with them has been, and I'm not sure if you'd agree with me, Cole, is that they've racked up already 6 fouls, and they've been taking aggressive 3-point shots as their only form of trying to score. So I think that's what they need to change up. I'm not sure if you would agree with me.
Yeah, I definitely do agree. Because, Loyola has a 7-point lead, and that's not looking to decrease anytime soon. Because you're going to get 1-1, just one more foul. Then you need to get those bonus shots in, too, which is really not looking good for Pallotti.
So now if you're Coach Diwali, you have half of the fouls as Pallotti does, and you're up by 7. What are you telling them in the huddle?
Really just keep doing what you're doing. Although I do think they really need to close in a little bit more because, I mean, Diwali, like I said earlier, he really wants them to control the lane this game, and they've been a little more open in their defense.
So Williams is going to start it off for Pallotti in the second quarter. Wide open three, another miss. This time it's Connolly as Colin Glorioso and newly checked in. Not sure who that is. Is he on our roster? He's not on our roster. So Glorioso is going to take it over. He was in a jump ball situation. Hammond back to Glorioso. Glorioso pushing the paint. Wide open three. Another miss. That was Pallotti. So, sides and switch. And Williams now pushing for another. Here's Christopher James. Over to Wayne Shields. He just checked in for the quarter. Connolly with Shields in the paint. James has it. Connolly is fouled, and he'll get an and one. After a nice push shot, I think that will end. Yeah, that'll end Loyola's scoring run. They just put it up. It was a 9-0 scoring run, though. So they just have to do their best to keep the momentum. Should have another shot. Connolly for the free throw. No trouble there. His rider Drew comes back into the game. He'll take over. Hammond back to Drew. Hammond has it again. Also checking back in is Sam Navarre, who started the game. Glorioso for three. 7-point lead again, 2013. The Dons lead it. They're already halfway to the 40 mark.
Glorioso on the court instead of stands today.
And Connolly is motioning for, I believe it's Zube Etule. As Navarre, who just checked back in, has it again. Here goes Hammond. Pushing for the layup, got it!
Yeah, Glorioso leads the Don's Booster Club. He normally mans the ever so famous Dom on the side, but he's on the court today.
See. So 22-13 now. 6 minutes left to go in the half. And Christopher James is going to check it in again. Etule fumbled with the pass a little bit. I think the pace is starting to pick up for both sides in the second quarter as Connolly finds his first three-pointer of the night. He's been struggling with it so far, as has Christopher James. So now Quaron Elliott checks back in. Give it to Colin Glorioso. To Elliott, Drew. And Quaron Elliott was fouled. So he'll have a free throw opportunity. 2 shots.
A 1-on-1 for Loyola and bonus from here on out.
So Pallotti has possession after taking over with a jump ball. It's Elliott extends the lead back to 7. He'll have another chance. So now another substitution. Pallotti coming out. And back in is, I believe, Mason Ellison. Yeah, it's Mason Ellison pressing Michael Connolly. James. Williams. Williams has it now. He's got Will Shields in the corner. They're setting up for a corner opportunity. He has James and Shields. They're working for a look in the paint. As it's going to be a charging foul. I think it'll be a charging foul. Ref didn't buy it. And so Loyola's going to take over once again. Another failed scoring attempt for the Panthers. So they got to capitalize on every single chance they get, or else they're going to slip away. And by halftime, it could very well be a 20-point lead. Once you see Loyola go on these runs, and now Glorioso struggling in the paint, gets it out to Ryder Drew. Glorioso, Ellison pushing up. Fake them out, and he has a layup. Now a 9-point lead. So Shields now playing point guard. Made the change, got Williams out.
Yeah, like you were saying as well, the Palotti's really got to watch their fouls from now on, because Loyola will get that
Shields
foul. Which in a game like basketball, where it can come down to the point. I mean, if you saw that Purdue-Ohio game, first seed versus 24th seed, that came down to one possession. So really, anything can happen. You need to capitalize as much as possible.
Yeah, it did, as that one was for 2. And Sam Navarre now back in the game, airballed it. Ellison wide open, Colin Glorioso for 3. Off the rim, and think Sam Navarre was fouled, but I think now Mason Ellison draws the shooting foul. It was 25-18. So I'm gonna back down to 7. As Mason Ellison's gonna have the chance to make it a 9-point lead again. No problems there. As the subs, Jalen Brown coming back in for Colin Glorioso. And for Pallotti, Camus Danke will check in for the first time tonight. And Caden Hargrove is back in. As Ellison makes the second 9-point game. Also checking back in, Peter Spann. Connolly misses another 3 as Navarre bobbles it, gets it to Elliott. I think, Corin Elliott is the one that brings the energy and like the fast-paced offense. As here comes Danke. And he's also slowing down Pallotti before they can really get across the 3-point line. So we are now under 3 minutes left to go in the first half. This one's stolen away by Jalen Brown. Has some room. And he does capitalize on it, but nor does he capitalize on the second chance. But I think, yeah, it'll be a foul on Loyola. It was a good job by number 12, Caden Hargrove, on that defending. So here comes Spann again. Student section's also been a big factor in the momentum tonight. Spann on Brown. The matchup, Hargrove now on Navarre. Hargrove under a lot of pressure, looking for it now. Connolly for 3. We'll have a kick ball foul. It was out of bounds. Danke couldn't make it happen, and now Jalen Brown's going to take back over for the Dons. Just a little bit over 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Loyola leading by 9, 27-18, and they still have half the fouls that Pallotti do. They have 4. And the Panthers already have 8.
And Loyola likely won't even give them a bonus.
So Jalen Brown travels. And it'll go back to Pallotti and Aiden Moore, who is now checking in. Peter Spann back at point guard. I believe they have Hargrove down at the center position. Elliott pressing up on Hargrove. Now we are under 2 minutes, another foul for Loyola. And Christopher James, who's still trying to find his momentum tonight personally, will check it in. James. To Danke. He'll take it for 2. And Pallotti cuts it to 7. It's been going back and forth like this for a while. Pour on Elliott. Pushing for paint. Gives it into Jordan Hammond. He tucked in. Hammond for 3. A little bit low. And Peter Span will take over. He's taking his time. He had Danke in the corner there. But Ryder Drew gets the rebound. They're going to take it slow. I think they're just waiting out for the half, maybe to get a few quality possessions in there. Trying to extend the lead to 11-9. Jordan Hammond draws a foul. He took a big fall, and he will have 2. So now he got his chance. I think that's the way they really want to do it, is either draw a foul or just get in layup.
And Loyola possibly going to get back their 9-point lead here. They've been sticking on that 9 and 7 for a while.
I think they just want to ease their way into halftime, comfortably in control.
Yeah.
At this rate, you could see maybe Loyola potentially scoring like 60 this game.
Yeah, it's very possible.
So now James has it for Pallotti. Peter Span. He's motioning for Danke to come over to his left. And we are now under a minute left to go in the half. 29-20 Loyola Dons. Pallotti's going to need a new game plan going into the locker room. As they're going to have a charging foul, which I don't know. That was Sam Navarre who drew it. And Aiden Moore who got the foul. You can tell, you can definitely tell Coach Diwali did not like that. Moore was getting a lot of noise from the student section, doesn't make shot number 1. He can cut it to 8 if he makes this. Moore will try it again. This time he has no trouble. Ryder Drew going to take over for the Dons. Elliott and Pallotti is pressing up in the backcourt. Double teaming Drew. He has a wide open Ellison. Makes no trouble of extending the lead to 10, largest lead of the night for Loyola, with just over 30 seconds left to go in the first half.
And some great teamwork from Loyola as well. Just pass, 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 pass. I mean, they're great at it.
And they'll have the foul, so a chance to make it a 11-point lead. I believe you got the and 1. So Ellison trying to capitalize on all the opportunities. And it looks like, Digi Batalali's going to check in for Jordan Hammond. Pallotti doesn't make any sub changes. They're just going to, I think they're just looking forward to the halftime buzzer. It's Peter Span pushing forward, missed the alley-oop opportunity as Elliott was fighting for his life on defense in the paint. Now they have a wide open Elliott. Ellison gets the layup. 34-21. It's becoming a disaster for Pallotti now on defense. Now 10 seconds left in the half. Danke trying to capitalize in the paint. He's under pressure. Layup is blocked. Sam Navarre, 4 seconds left in the half. Pour on Elliott. Ellison for 3. And he just missed it to take it into halftime. So that will do it for the first half. 13-point lead for the Dons as they lead the Pallotti Panthers 34-21. And with that, we will go to break. So back with our second half action, the Loyola Dons lead 34-21. Ryder Drew. It looks like Connolly just drew a foul. And Christopher James will take over. So Loyola's first foul of the half. As Peter Spann. Now it's Aiden Moore. James Irie. Irie to Connolly in the paint. Narrows it down.
I mean, if you're Pallotti here, to be honest, things aren't going too great. So what do you got to do to get back into this?
Well, turning the tables on me, Cole. But, you know, they're down by, 9 points right now? I would say they just got to, we said this in the beginning of the game. They have to play better on defense. If they can play lockdown defense, then they'll get more opportunities, like they had just down there. But things like this, the fouls, they're getting, they had a ton of fouls in the first half. And I think they need to cut down on that, stay a little bit more disciplined. And, that's the only way I really see them winning. As now Sam Navarre takes a second free throw. 37-23.
Loyola's not scot-free either. They're winning, but they're not really controlling the lane as much as Coach Cavalli would have wanted.
So it now is a 12-point game, if my math is correct.
It is.
Jalen Brown. Ellison fighting his way through, but he took one too many steps. Ball turns over to Pallotti. Christopher James for Peter Spann. Spann beats Elliott. For James, 3. James has not been very effective in three-point shooting tonight. Score on Elliott, looks to capitalize off of it, and he does. That was a beautiful jumper. 6 minutes left to go here in the third. James. Connolly for 3, got it. It's now an 11-point game.
Didn't even give Loyola a chance to defend that.
They need more like that, and they need to stay more disciplined on defense. They've got the offensive part down. They're scoring. Ryder Drew is going to draw a foul. He'll go to the free throw line for 2 to make it 41-28. If they both go in, that is. So already we're seeing in the first 3 minutes, Pallotti starting to foul again. And they're giving Ryder Drew who was it earlier, Mason Ellison, those easy points, the points they don't have to work for. They're not really making Loyola and the offense work for the points. They're just giving it to them for free, and that's why they're down. Right now, I think it is. Peter Spann. Gently places it into Quan Elliott's arms. Jalen Brown with the finish.
Pallotti can't be letting that happen at all.
And a frustrated Coach Harmon is going to call a timeout for Pallotti. A much needed timeout there. So 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Loyola leads 43-28. Starting to become more, I don't know, they're going on the scoring run that they said they wanted to. When we talked to Coach Diwali, and he must be pleased with his team right now and the way they're playing. They've been much more disciplined than their opponent. Christopher James, the senior. Wayne Shields over to Peter Spann. Back to James, and he draws a travel. Took another one too many steps. The ball is back in the hands of Quan Elliott, the Loyola Dons. Something that has been a nightmare for Harmon's Panthers all night. Jalen Brown signals Navarre up top. Now he has it. Back to Elliott. Navarre pushing it up. Wide open Ryder Drew for three. Knocks it in!
There's the Ryder Drew we've been waiting for all game.
Ryder Drew has come to life in the second half. The nightmare is alive for Pallotti as they are now down by 18 points. Loyola could very well reach 60 before this quarter ends. As Michael Williams responds with a three of his own for the Pallotti Panthers. Jalen Brown took another hop. Sweet Pallotti ball. Aiden Moore will receive it. Ball back in the hands of Michael Williams. His first action of the half. Williams. James trying to get a pick from Connolly, and he can't. Now it's almost stolen away by Ryder Drew. So I think Loyola racks up another foul in the half. It's going to be Zube Atule, who was fouled. James, Connolly, looking for an open man. He'll take it himself off the rim. Rebounded by Ryder Drew. Drew to Ellison. Quan Elliott had a three. He's going to try for something else. Drew in the paint. Nice rebound by Sam Navarre, and he draws this foul. Excellent job by Sam Navarre. He'll get another opportunity. So Pallotti, I mean, they only have one more foul than Loyola, but theirs have been more costly so far. 3:45 left to go in this third quarter. As Navarre sinks the first one. Bank shot, free throw. Take his next, make it 48-31 if he makes it.
Pallotti bringing out Christopher James and
Not a
bringing on
question.
Wayne Shields.
So 17-point game here. Starting to slip away. Harmon's timeout didn't do much, it looks like, with the discipline aspect of it. So there's going to be a hold called on Sam Navarre. Claudia's going to have another chance as it's Aiden Moore giving it to Mike Williams. Back to Moore, trying to push it up. Quan Elliott's been playing excellent on defense as well in this game too, doing the little things, just delaying progress. As that was a very painful air ball for Wayne Shields. Another miss for Connolly. Hammond and Ellison is clearly fouled as the ball flops out of his hands. And Elliott in a nice block, but a foul called on Achule. And you see Joe Nottingham just trying to see if he can find himself a layup, his first points of the night, which it would be. And he'll have another opportunity with 2 shots to make it 50-31, a 19-point game if it was. Well, extends the lead to 18, 49-31. 3 minutes left to go in the quarter. Nottingham makes the second. A 19-point game here in Towson. Mike Williams pushing the paint, just let it go. And it's gonna be off his foot. So the ball will go to Ryder Drew.
Pallotti's starting to rack up the fouls again.
Again, they already have 5. So they're on track to get more than they did last half, which is obviously not a good sign of improvement.
Yeah.
From their 13-point deficit, which is now a near 20-point deficit, so we have just entered underneath the 2-point mark. Elliott. He wants 3, doesn't have it. Nottingham blocked on the layup again, wanted the foul, didn't get it. Ryder Drew over to Q Elliott. Nottingham has a chance. Good look to Elliott in the paint. He's gonna have to just give it into the mosh pit with Ryder Drew for the 3 again. And he won't get the foul either.
Even though they didn't make the shot, that was still an impressive escape from Loyola. There were like 3 guys on him.
Yeah, good job getting it out. So now Williams gives it to Aiden Moore. Camille Danke. Now Shields for 3. Knocks it in. And Loyola, their lead has now been cut down. So Elliott, now Ellison, haven't heard much from him this half yet. As Elliott's gonna take a deep 3 and he airballs it, just not enough power. And Ryder Drew, that was actually an excellent job. He bounced it off of Aiden Moore's foot and it fell out. That was great court awareness by Ryder Drew.
You see that type of stuff a lot in soccer, but it's a lot more difficult to pull that off in basketball.
So Colin Glorioso, first time we've also heard his name this half. Out of bounds again, and Jalen Brown this time. Coach DeValle wants to change it up. Got underneath 2 minutes in the third. This game is going by very fast. It's Hammond for 3. Or sorry, that Looks like his feet were inside the line, but a beautiful shot. It's Will Shields. Jump shot, nothing going for him as it's taken over by Nottingham. Hammond pushing for the net. He has to fall back. Looks like James grabbed his jersey and Danke wrapped him around. One of them was going to be a foul. It's now the 7th foul of the quarter. Not the night, the quarter for the Pallotti Panthers. As Hammond take it from the middle of the court. Colin Glorioso loses it, regains control. He's got Jalen Brown in the middle. Good look to Ryder Drew, and he's outside to a wide open Hammond. To Drew again. They're not taking the 3 opportunities. Hammond, they wanted him to take it. He's got it! Beautiful shot. Jordan Hammond. And the lead goes above 20, 56-34. And Pallotti has to take a timeout now. You gotta take a timeout now to stop the momentum.
I love that they proved you wrong instantly.
Yeah, I was saying, yeah, they're not gonna take the 3, and then he just stepped back, took a step back before he took it too.
I think I saw an eye roll at you as you passed by.
Yeah, under a minute left to go. In the third quarter, 56-34, a 22-point lead for the Dons. So, not going according to plan after that timeout called by Coach Harmon for Pallotti. And it's definitely not been going their way so far at all tonight. 55 seconds left to go.
I mean, there is still a chance for Pallotti. If they can pick up their game really fast. We did see it in the football season. Loyola came back in the last 5 minutes from 13 points down against Pallotti.
I do see the logic in the timeout, though. They just got so much momentum with that 3. And I think the timeout just to slow it down. But, I mean, it was just kind of a desperate attempt, as now they're just a few baskets away from making it a 30-point game, which is their next milestone to hit. As Wayne Shields check it in for the Pallotti Panthers.
I mean,
Loyola defense, full court pressing as James loses it off his foot. Clock is ticking in the third quarter. A lot of miscommunication going on. They missed the alley-oop again. Nottingham using his height for the rebound. Here goes Jalen Brown. One-on-one with Span, runs him over. And they'll call it a charging foul. But obviously he was using his body on a smaller in-figure Peter Span. So 30 seconds left to go in the quarter. It's been a scoring drought so far for the Panthers. Meanwhile, the well is full for the Loyola Dons. Cole, you like that metaphor I just used?
I do very much.
For 3, Span got his first of the night. Puts it up to 37, now a 19-point game. Just 10 seconds left to go in the half. Foul, the whistle blew. He missed the 3 anyway, so Deji Badalali, no need to worry. Just 10.2 seconds left when the clock stopped. So Christopher James is gonna have one last desperate attempt. He's taken out for Connolly. They're gonna have maybe try and make it a 16-point game before the half. Loyola's been having a ball so far in the third quarter, even more so than they did in the first 2. 2 seconds. Stolen away. Connolly. Yeah, they're not going to get anything. So that will take us to the end of the third quarter, 56-37 Loyola. It just got worse and worse and worse for Pallotti as the time went on. So Kyle Harmon's going to have some harsh words probably, I'm not sure. in the free timeout that they've just been given. Loyola, I don't know, maybe they'll slow it down. What do you think?
I mean, I don't think so at this point. It's fourth quarter. Unless you can just completely flip the tables around, like right now, as soon as that clock starts, there's just really not much of a chance for Pallotti
I mean,
left
no, we
anymore.
saw it happen in the freshman game earlier today. I think Loyola is going to be aware of that. I don't think Diwali tells him to slow it down. I mean, first game, home game back from break. He's got the crowd. They're going into the midterm exams. I don't know. I think he keeps attacking the net.
At this point, though, I do think the chance of Pallotti winning is about the same as the chance I'm going to get an A on my physics exam.
Jesus, Cole. Peter Span. Guarded by Colin Glorioso. Aiden Moore. Connolly almost lost it. I think he draws the foul, so they'll have 2. So now Loyola has the same amount as, actually no, Loyola has more fouls than Pallotti in the second half. Starting to get a little bit more comfortable.
And Pallotti has held that 6 fouls for a while.
Connolly, first free throw is good. It's now an 18-point game. Trying to make it 17. Baby steps. Banks the second too, not even acknowledging the crowd, which is not in his favor clearly. Ellison. Mason Ellison to Colin Glorioso across the court. Glorioso. Pallotti draws the foul. And it's reversed. Travel called on Colin Glorioso before he got the pass off. Ball going. Loyola still playing very confident, but also a little bit more comfortable.
I mean, Loyola has completely just flipped the tables over on this game, like, for the normal score differences. Like, of Loyola's 10 games played, 6 of them ended with a 2-possession score difference of 6 or less. With Pallotti, of their 14 games, only 3 of them ended with a score difference of 6 points or less, which, interesting, is actually their last 3 games.
Peter Span. It looks like we'll have Peter Span go to the line, or no, it's going to be Aiden Moore. So Aiden Moore, try and get him to 40. No can do. See if he can get there again, make it an 18-point game. And he will, 58-40, 6:54 left to go in this one. Glorioso in the corner. Gets it to Navarro. Yeah, he was pushed out of bounds, nearly a travel too. And he'll go to the free throw line. An opportunity now to make it 60-40, a 20-point lead, to be their second largest of the night. 59. Yeah, I did say earlier, I thought, clearly I think I can see them getting to 60.
Yeah, you predicted that like the first quarter, I think.
Well, they still have a lot of time left. Maybe 70. We'll see. Can Navarro make it happen right now? Yes, he can. 60-40, a 20-point lead. And Mike Connolly. Wayne Shields pushing the net. He's not going to get it. Back out to James Airy. And Pallotti does end up making it happen, so they'll have an 18-point deficit. to overcome in the next 6 minutes and 30 seconds.
I mean, 6 3-pointers and you got it.
Jordan Hammond. Now Pallotti, another miss for him. Sam Navarre loses it, regains control. He's just going to let it go out of bounds. Went off his fingertips. I think head coach Josh Duvall is arguing that it went off of Aiden Moore's foot. But I'm pretty sure that went off of Sam Navarre, so.
I do think that was a good call by the refs there.
Good field court awareness right now.
No replays in high school basketball.
Connolly, floater three, yeah, no. Colin Glorioso. Quan Elliott, step back, airballed it. And yeah, he was already out of bounds when he touched that. So when it hit Connolly's foot and hit the ground, Connolly was already standing out of bounds. So that's another good call. That'll be Pallotti ball, and rightfully so, with a little bit over 5 minutes left to go in the game. 60-42. Quan Elliott's going to take it over. Pushing the net. Elliott, Navarre, back out to Elliott for three! Oh, he really wanted that one just off the backboard again. Couldn't bank it in. As, trying to see who that is. Connolly draws the foul. Christopher James, first time we heard him this quarter. He'll check it in. Back to James Irie. And Aiden Moore lays it in. So a casual 16-point game as Colin Glorioso is being double teamed. And a timeout is called by Loyola. I think you can see that his players starting to get tired. Probably want to give him a little quick break. 5 minutes left to go in this game. 60-44. The Loyola Dons over the Pallotti Panthers.
I mean, Pallotti is closing in on that 60 points. Not that fast, but I mean, once you learn to walk, you can sprint. So we'll see what happens.
Loyola currently with possession, and both sides have a bonus. So the buzzer sounds. Loyola gonna get back to work. So right now, if you have to pick a player on both teams that have been the most impactful, I mean, obviously I know there's a lot to talk about with Loyola right now, but who would it be for you?
I mean, for Loyola, I would have to say one of the Ellies, Huron Elliott or Mason Ellison. I mean, they've both been great this game. They would drive into the paint and get good three-point shots as well.
See, I would say not Sam Navarre, Ryder Drew. He's been great on defense with their drawing fouls. He hasn't scored much, but he drew a lot of fouls. And I think he's been key with the defensive rebounds. For Pallotti, though, I would argue that Mike Connolly's having a great game. So Jalen Brown wants to make it 62-44. He's got one. Brown's got second. 62-44, it's an 18-point game. It's Christopher James. Williams stumbles, keeps it. He has no one open. And now Ryan Pennington, it's his first opportunity of the night. His first time checking in, senior Span. Air balls. This here's James, half court. Oh my goodness! Christopher James. It took a half court three for him to get into the momentum, but it's gonna be too little too late.
You still want to say Mike Connolly there, though?
Sorry?
You still want to say Mike Connolly there, though? Because I'd argue that changes it.
James has found his momentum, surely. Ellison was fouled, and he'll go to the line to respond. Mason Ellison. He hasn't been to the line much tonight. So 63-47 is your score with 4 minutes left to go in the game. Pallotti now has 9 fouls. Loyola with 8. Ellison makes it 2. It's now Michael Williams. So Christopher James coming off of that half court. Now Connolly. Back over to Williams. Williams pressing the paint, takes 2 steps, loses the ball. And Pennington looking for his first points of the night. Can't get it. Foul goes up. And Pennington will have 2 shots. So see if he can get his first points of the night after all. He's now 64-47. A 17-point deficit. Doesn't make it.
Quick shout out, by the way, to Patrick Loser, our producer. He's been controlling the scoreboard all game. And Hudson Carter up on camera. He's been doing the entire video. We've been watching this whole time.
Pennington trying to get just 1, and he doesn't. Had 3 chances as Ryder Drew draws another foul. Like I had said earlier, I think he's probably been the most effective tonight. Maybe not in scoring, but in all the little things that he does. And now he'll go to the line once again, try to make it a 19-point game.
I mean, you're going to see a lot more of those fouls, though, as we get closer to the end of this game.
They've been very accurate tonight with free throws.
They have.
Further proving my point, there goes Ryder Drew, makes 2 out of 2.
No commentator's curse, a rare occurrence.
So Connolly and Christopher James with 3 minutes left in their night in Towson. Step back, banks it in. That time it's Caden Hargrove. We haven't heard him much tonight either. And timeout called by Coach Diwali. So then Pallotti also had an issue with one of their starters, senior James Ari, who went back into the locker room for a few minutes with the trainer. He turns out to be okay. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. 66-49. Your Dons leading. I think Diwali maybe wants them to take off the pressure a little bit in the final minutes. Probably being the reasoning behind this timeout. Would you? Ryder Drew now. Quoron Elliott. There goes Drew for 3. Knocks it in! Puts the cap on the night. 20 points again. And Ryder Drew just kissed Pallotti goodbye. 20 points, 2 minutes. Quoron Elliott. Elliott in the paint again. He has Jalen Brown in the corner, wide open. Now Navarre. Ellison. And it's going to be a travel. But he had Jalen wide open right there for a second, you saw.
Yeah, they have been really fast-paced, so they missed that pass, but they've been going back and forth like a lot faster than they've been this entire game. I don't know if it's a momentum from that Ryder Drew three-pointer, but
you can see now, I mean, Loyola, their team, I mean, both sides look exhausted now. Sam Navarre. Connolly, nothing going for him on that three. And Ryder Drew's going to check it in from the Pallotti bench. As Loyola's going to take a lot of their starting lineup out. Nottingham for three, first of the night. Doesn't get it. Yeah, and Christopher James is going to take over. Will Shields lays it in. Pallotti's been cutting it a little bit closer in the fourth quarter than they had in the third. It was a destructive third quarter for them. Quoron misses, and Ellison finishes. So now Wayne Shields playing the point guard position. Did it a few times tonight as it's stolen away by, you heard it, Ryder Drew. So we out of bounds on Pallotti. 71-51. Loyola in front. This has been a really high-scoring game for them. 71 points. They exceeded all expectations.
They might actually get a season-high score here. Their highest is Glenelg Country, 75-60. The second is their very first game, Cristo Rey. So their first and last games were their highest scoring games, but this might beat out Glenelg with 1 minute and 30 seconds to make it happen.
Yeah, I mean, that was just last week. So Loyola's been turning on the Jets a little bit later into the season, coming off of the halfway break.
And on the flip side, this is one of Pallotti's lowest scoring games. They've scored 52 one more time against Archbishop Spalding and 51 against Salisbury's Christian. So
yeah, I mean, you just saw now Connolly cut it down to 18, making it 71-53. A minute and 40 seconds left to go in this game. Both sides at 10 fouls. Loyola has possession and a double bonus. Connolly trying to make something happen, can't. It's now taken over by Battle Ollie. Ellison fouled as he went up, hit hard as he went down. It's now a minute and 15. So what'd you say, they need to get to 75?
Yeah, 75 is their highest scoring game.
That's 2 shots away. And he has these 2 free throws to take. Could get that one. Trying to make it a 20-point game again.
If Pallotti could have played the way they played this quarter the whole game, I think they'd have a much better chance because they've held that 18 to 20 point deficit against Loyola for a while.
Ellison.
Not great, but they've held the same score difference. So
yeah, no trouble making it a 20-point game. This is Danke. Connolly, 3. Nope. Nottingham will take over. And we're under a minute left. If they get a basket here, yeah, it looks like Ellison's going to go to the line. So Cole, maybe they'll have a chance to tie it up at that 75. tie it with last week as the highest scoring game of the season, potentially. They've tied Cristo Rey, so this will be tied as their second highest.
It would also be
74, so they need one more, and this will be tied as their second highest scoring game. As their highest scoring game all season.
also their second highest score difference as well.
Yeah, 75 to 53, 20-point game. And since Pallotti is on a shot clock, Loyola's definitely getting the ball back no matter how much time is left. So, Danke for three. Nope. Ellison pushing the net. He's got Nottingham for the alley-oop. Stays in bounds. Oh. Referee is going to signal it out of bounds, but I think he kept his feet in.
Yeah,
so now, 30-second shot clock for Pallotti. Loyola would have just 2 seconds left to make a basket, but they did tie it, 75.
Yeah.
So this is definitely one of our most high-scoring games of the season. 75 to 60 was the score of last game against Glenelg County.
The Palindrome School.
So Mike Williams makes it 75 to 54, 21-point game, 26.1 seconds left. Both sides still locked in at 10 fouls. And Loyola is just playfully cheering for Pallotti now. Elliot, I don't think that Loyola actually knows this could potentially be their highest scoring game. So they'll probably just sit it out. But it's an excellent opportunity. Yeah, they're not gonna, doesn't look like they'll be taking any shots, although they could prove me wrong. They've got a few seconds. Yeah, they're just gonna hold it, run it out. And there it is, 75-55. Loyola Dons over the Pallotti Panthers. 10 fouls apiece. So with that, everyone, we thank you for watching. I'm George Schaefer.
And I'm Cole Cross.
A special thank you to Patrick Lester and Hudson Carter for all their help tonight as we sign off, and we will see you during the next one.